So, and we just like there's no.
We'll make it work. We'll take it places.
Is there no host bar that we just going? Is the mic hot?
All right. Yeah, it sure is.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Weigh-In.
We're keeping this early stuff in this one. It's too funny.
Henny Boys activate.
Henny Boys
number one.
Yep, this is some archives again. This is from the good old days. But hey, look at man, you know something? We were just talking about Jason Momoa, who's Aquaman for DC Comics. I mean, for whatever it is, AT&T movies, whatever they're calling it now. Yeah. All right, so he is the true Aquaman. He is doing some shit in Hawaii that's stunning.
It's unprecedented. This dude is stopping the filming of his mega franchise, or soon-to-be mega franchise.
The sequel
to Aquaman, which was like the underdog. This movie did $1 billion movie to stop people from like destroying a mountain in Hawaii.
Well, you know what it is? They're not destroying.
This dude is the real life Aquaman.
Because he's got ships in the water. They can't go anywhere. You know, they got shit that's got to get delivered to the island because the boat's got to go somewhere else. He's stopping the ocean.
Does this dude not know he's famous? Did you not you just can't do this? Where's his PR people? Dude,
this is almost an amazing PR job. Think about it. It's not a bad PR job.
It's not a PR disaster.
It's not. Think about it because of who he is. We talked about this not that long ago. Like when you have a chance to be a role model.
Yeah.
You know, you talked about that. And he's a role model, he's rich, and he's a good guy.
He's doing a good thing and is also a badass thing at the same time.
But he's like, I mean, this guy, people
he's
are
like
just
sticking to the man.
Yeah.
Look,
he's Samoan.
Yeah.
The Hawaiian, the ancestral Hawaiian people are kind of connected through all those islands, going as far as New Zealand and the rest of the middle of the ocean. It's like, guess what? You notice it's the meteorology society that actually is trying to put some state of the art telescopes of some nature on top of the island. That's what they're doing. It's going to be the largest array in a circle to talk to people on some quadrant that's not even out there.
Nah, man. That's
Jason, man.
Yeah, dude. That's too much messing with nature, man. We need nature around. We're human. We can't live in that matrix shit. Don't work.
No, it doesn't.
You need to move around. Like that's the mind in motion. The body needs motion. Like everybody wants to be like, I don't want to leave the house. What happens when you get deeper into not want to leave the house? Plug me in. I don't even need to think.
It's probably not too far off. Just like the damn kind of plugs you see on the side of an iPhone. The small one. When your power runs out, you jazz it up. Yeah, so anyway, when that film comes out, it should be a lot of fun.
It's going to be fun, and it's going to smash it. Shout out to Jason. Round of applause for Jason Momoa.
Jason, man.
The real-life Aquaman.
He is. Do you think, AT&T one of these days is going to figure out, they just bought the company, but you got to have a little bit of a plan of where the hell you're going with this. Like, what the hell is Wonder Woman 2 coming out? Is that already officially a late film, or are they planned to be this late? It's next year.
Wonder Woman 1 came out in 2017?
I think so.
Yeah, so it's like it's gotta come out. It's gotta come out this year.
It should, but I hear it's not.
If it doesn't, that means it's 3 years away. We haven't even gotten a trailer yet, so we haven't got a teaser trailer to get to a trailer to get to the movie.
Yeah, they've been farting around. I'll tell you, the other company, over there at MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they just get the shit done, they work it out, and everybody's ready to go.
No, Kevin Fiege over there, he's got a machine in place. They already know Phase 5.
Yeah.
Which means to me that they know Phase 6 and they're working on what they want to do for Phase 7.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a game, man. No. It's chess, not checkers with them. Shout out to my boy D'Angelo.
I think Fiege knows exactly what he's doing in the sense that he realized from the last 10 years of films that everything kind of runs a cycle.
Yeah.
And some of the people, you can only keep them around for so long because of contractual. So in the meantime, in this phase, he introduces new stuff, and he kind of pulls it all back together in the 5th phase. Yes. Because you'll probably get a possibility of another Avengers film, whatever the team's like.
Yeah.
They'll become famous in 2021.
Yeah, you'll get that Avengers.
In 2022.
Yeah, you'll get that Avengers film.
23,
Phase
24.
5, yeah, in Phase 5. And it's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah. So
I'm going to have Black Panther in space. It's going to be nuts.
Strange. It's going to be insane, man. I think that instead of going the 10-year plan, it's probably going to be the 4 to 5 year plan. I'm going to say maybe 5 or 6 at the latest.
5 to make it seem big, but it's not after we done did 10.
But we don't need it won't drag out because
no.
Because you're not waiting for another Thor or another whatever. It's all new energy, new excitement.
It'll be more exciting because the repetition will be so fast. You're like, oh, got another one. Oh, got another one. Oh, we building up, and that build up is now happening faster. So it just it piques my mind to think where they go after that.
I know.
They can't, you know, like they can't keep up that pace. You know, it's too much. So maybe they pull back. I don't know. Well, I got faith in Feige though.
Yeah, I do too. But going cosmic, they might just be relying on a lot more green screen.
Yeah.
And not as much, totally CGI based.
But you never know. They're very loose in who they pick as directors.
Yeah.
Meaning that they're willing to take chances. So you might have people that want to do like the old school. Let's have a set. You know, let's have the props. You know.
Sure.
People like that feel. It's like people who don't like digital. They prefer analog.
Sure.
They prefer that sound.
Well, that works with music and albums a lot too. You know, it's
yeah.
a richer way the record's pressed and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, you can actually just do anything you want nowadays. So I'm going to say, because of the fact that technology they have to their advantage, they're going to do exactly what they want. Which would be, I think, they're trying to streamline the budget.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting if the films look like they're a dime less than before, or are they still going to look like they're super over-the-top mega budget. It's hard to say. I'm not saying they'll ever look bad, but I'm just saying they're going to be researching a
may
streamlining.
Scale back. We got y'all now. Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, part of the apparatus. So
because I don't think every one of these films in this next wave or so are going to automatically all become billion-dollar movies. Mm-mm. You're going to see some, probably.
Yeah, you will see some.
But it just doesn't look like it's necessarily like even that Thor title it's just an odd title.
No, that movie's going to do a bill.
But I know it's going to do big, but I think the title's weird. I really do.
Yeah, but...
What's it called? It's Thor, Thunder and Love or something?
Thor, Love and Thunder.
It's some weird title, man.
Nah, man, the movie's going to be big. It's going to be big. Natalie Portman's going to crush it. The way they characterize like Jane Foster's Thor in the comics was real strong. You know,
it probably will be the guaranteed billion, I guess.
Yeah,
I just think the title just seems so like... Oh, you're really going there, but they are going there.
It's going to be quirky, and I expect it to be quirky because it's like a rom-com, you know.
Yeah. You're exactly right.
You know, with the two strong powerhouses, you know, with Captain Marvel being far away, they're like the two strong powerhouses right now, you know. So it'll be quirky, it'll be fun, and that dude, you know, Watiki, like he's got something up his sleeve.
Confidence you have.
Yeah. No, Feige, man. It's not them. It's Feige.
Yeah.
He's the overseer, so he's making sure that every pot is being stirred, and you know all the right amount of spices are being added in.
Oh, I'd love to know how big his actual personal direct staff is.
His staff is huge.
It's got to be absolutely amazing.
Minimum 100 men.
Yeah, and they're all on their game, and you know it's not like you're just filing papers. They're all like experts in their field.
Yeah, and he's got a team of people feeding one person information,
feeding another one,
and that person feeds it to him.
Yeah, because he knows how to pull from the comics as they're adapting, the same way you adapt from a book.
Yeah,
they're adapting the moments that they know need to be there.
Just enough of the old scene, and
take it around.
Just enough of the new scene.
Because you still want a little of that melodrama, which is part of the dynamic of a superhero and a human being in general.
Yes,
and with a superhero, it's even more dynamic. You know, it's like so life-threatening. It's more potent and powerful, which is great for actors because you're overacting in superhero movies in some ways, some of your roles. Not always.
You get to stretch. You don't have to play a human being. You can play something more or maybe something less.
But they capture it well because they have maybe one of those guys is just finding best narratives, subplot narratives, and those guys finding end of death of character narratives. That shit's broken down meticulously, I've been hearing.
No, I dig it. This is what I was thinking about too, and I wanted to get this out. So, a lot of these movies are based off like some form of like mysticism. Like you got the man, Captain America, the man that can run fast. He's like the, Aristotle Superman.
Well, every character is part of a mythology. Yeah.
And like I started thinking about everyday life. The fact we validate mysticism in every part of our lives. Superstition.
I know. Well, we are a feeble bunch sometimes.
Think about it. Don't walk under a ladder is bad luck. How much logical sense does that make? People don't do it, but it's part of superstition. And that's
there was a time in the 1700s when roofing tiles hit people.
Yeah, and it gets its roots from mysticism. People believing in the mystic. Something that's extraordinary, more than human, and that's a part of everyday life.
Oh yeah, you can't escape it. You see it in our politics. You definitely see it in sports, athletes.
But people don't recognize it on a conscious level, even though it's like acculturated. So it's like unconscious things that we do.
Well, what
don't step on a crack, break your mother's back.
Yeah.
You know, somebody sneezes, say bless you is bad luck. Don't come in with the umbrella, you know, opened up.
Don't drop a pair of scissors on the floor. I know.
If you spill salt, throw some over your shoulder. Yep. Like, people still do that. I still see that in younger people and older people.
It's like you could say it's similar to a Bible too. A lot of people need those things to keep them going. You know, there's things in the Bible that are constant reminders of a civilized way or whatever you believe in. Well, you know, people have to live by fears too. And mysticism is a major factor in there because. We are just like the animal is scared of certain things in the woods when he hears things and he stops. The deer. And all of a sudden the car sees his eyes light, but he stops. So the light stops him. He's not stopping because he's hypnotized. He's in a moment of fear that's in his life that doesn't come too often, and his body has been designed, since he's a wild animal, he has to think of his next move. Do I run? Do I ditch? Or do I get hit by the car?
No, I dig that.
You know, so I think that's exactly what goes on in life. That's why we believe in all those little mysticisms that you're talking about.
No, absolutely. But
you need them though.
Yeah, but
they're not bad, are they?
No, they're not bad. But as high tech and advanced as we want to seem right now as a society, we still hold on to those mysticisms, and I like it.
I like it too.
Because
we'd have a horribly sterile world if people didn't have some humanity still left in them.
Yeah,
you know?
No, absolutely.
I mean, we're bumping into people all the time. I see them, you know, all around wherever I go. It's like, you know, they're real smart. I know the person's smart, ain't got a shred of fucking common sense and outgoingness or loveliness and happiness. The person's just he's a human robot already. You know, maybe AI is already happening in some of these people. You know, you and your AI thoughts over there, by the way.
No, I'm pro AI, baby. I'm pro the advancement because AI can develop to something that's smarter than human beings, baby. And then like we as human beings can go to the next level with the creation of these phenomenal machines.
I still think you're all juiced up on the friendly part of of what that could all be about. You're not looking about everything that it takes to get there. You're in the clouds. You're flying.
I'm a big sci-fi fan.
Yeah, okay. I guess so.
You know. Well,
sci-fi is always about that dream. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, and I'm so into that dream. That's why Captain America is definitely one of my favorite characters that I talk about. But Iron Man too, I mess with Iron Man. Like the future man trapped in the past, like wanting everybody else to catch up, to his high tech way of life. I love it.
Well, the way they developed him in the last films up until his demise, a few months ago. It went pretty neat, It was high-tech, it was cool. You knew he was a kind of a jerk, but every now and then Cap would deal with him a little bit. Yeah. But, he was a good guy at heart, and he really was good all along. But, he was kind of a, as they call him in England, he's kind of a cunt. Not the same American version, But deep inside, there was a true man there. There was a calling.
Yeah, he was strong, man. He had a good heart. He helped people. And he
did work with Cap, even though Cap would piss him off every now and then, because he realized this is my wingman.
Yeah,
Steve Rogers is my wingman.
And he like, after that first Avengers, he was like, I see how this dude operates. Dude, call the shots.
Yeah.
Age of Ultron after, man, they had a good working relationship up to Civil War.
In that first movie, it's not even a review, just a scene from the first movie, I think when they're all sort of up on the bridge inside of one of the crafts or a helicarrier or whatever.
Yeah.
And they know they're kind of fucked. They got to come up with an idea. What are we going to do against the adversary, these creatures coming through the hole.
And the Chitauri,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, so they're talking about this and that, and there's like 3 or 4 of them are there in this scene. And Stark starts mouthing off, and Cap goes, we're going to fight this as we should. Yeah. We're going to go and just tackle the situation with the scrum. We're going to rumble, right? And he doesn't want to do it. He's like already, he's more modern, where Cap's still that American,
we're willing to get his hands dirty, being in the trenches.
We will do it. And all of a sudden it escalates to like, do you want to go outside?
Yeah.
They're on the heli,
put on the suit.
Yeah.
And then they start getting bombed, and he's like, yo, put on the suit. We got to handle this.
Yeah, and there was a scene they were trying to fix the ship after it was bombed up.
Yeah, they were working together.
Cap had to run, and he grabbed it, and he pulled Stark in from falling.
Yeah.
I think he was going to fall, but.
And I remember Stark was asking him a question because he needed him to get the rotor running.
Yeah.
Because they were like, if we lose one more, we're going down. So Stark's like, do you see a lever or this and that? And he's like, it seems to run on some form of electricity. So, Iron Man didn't berate him for his naiveness. The dude grew up in 1920s, man. Was frozen in ice for 70 years.
But it was a good scene.
Such a good movie.
A really good scene.
Shout out to Joss Whedon directing that first Avengers movie. Such a good movie.
Yeah, it's too bad that he's not in the stable of directors in any of these genre films because, these superhero genre films.
He's a good writer.
He'll give you a good story no matter what.
Yeah, he's got very good dialogue.
Yeah. I think he's the one that probably actually propelled the Black Widow character to the prominence she's been.
Yeah,
she's gotten to be good in her role.
Yeah, he shaped her. He gave her a lot.
Yeah, and he's kind of he's a female type of writer character. He looks out for the betterment of that.
He has a strong female voice inside of him.
He really does
write that very well.
But I think he really put a lot of time into her, though. He did.
Yeah,
it is hard. It's not easy to do. But he gained a lot of fame because of the Angel and the Buffy and all those things.
And they were good shows. But he got
so burnt out. Yeah, they were good shows. He got so burnt out after
those 90s shows.
That Age of Ultron film burned him out, did he not? He quit after that.
Yeah, he did 2 Avengers films. You know how much, and like, you think the Russos had a lot. He had those 2 films.
Yeah.
Usher, he had the one that had to usher in everything. This is what we spent all the money for. Then he had to do it again.
Yeah, and it worked, but he was stressed from the stress on it. Yeah.
But like, imagine if it didn't work again.
You know something? It just wasn't going to happen.
Yeah,
it's just the way it was set up.
It just had to work.
Yeah, because even at that time, they knew they had this formula.
They had my bucks.
Yeah, they had to create some new scenarios and villains. They had to bring some new characters in, which they did.
Ultron was cool.
Remember, we don't even have a Guardians film at that time. That's still yet to come after that. You know, people are going to analyze in books that whole 10-year decade of everything that transpired. So anyway, look, I'm going to have another drink of this fine glass here, but let's just, maybe we'll wrap this up. We'll get a bite to eat. What do you think, man?
Yeah, let's go get a bite to eat, definitely. Yo, if you like the content, if you enjoyed it, please leave a comment, please leave a like, or just subscribe. And if you subscribe, hit that bell so you never miss out on any new content. Henny Boys out.
Henny Boys out. Power down.
Yeah.